Hello, everyone, and welcome to. Hi, everyone, and welcome to episode 19 of Shattered Kingdom. Excellent start.
Got it from one.
It's we'll do it live. I think this is live. Hi, Liz. Sorry about that. Hi, everyone.
We'll fix it in post.
We'll fix it in post. I'm gonna do a clean one, everyone. This one's clean.
Claws.
This one's clean. Hi, everyone, and welcome to
Welcome to Chili's.
the chili. We're gonna get a clean one. Hi, everyone, and welcome to episode 19 of Shattered Kingdoms. Faeries' Teeth.
What?
Last time, the group defeated Athana, pathetic queen of the damned and vampires, and kind of moved some pieces around. Darmuid accepted stewardship of an increased role as an agent of Palarch, who is traditionally a god of survival and chaos. His pitch is that he gets a bad rap and that humans are projecting a lot of negative emotions onto him. He's kind of necessary for y'all to not be dead. Change is important. Change is constant. Chaos is good.
Natural.
Yeah, he doesn't love chaotic evil being thrown at him. Why can't we talk about chaotic neutral?
He is in the document you sent us as chaotic evil, by the way, but it's
That is the
association.
Yes, but that is the religion that
It's a
you all grew up with.
humanocentristic view.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah.
'Cause,
But yeah, iron sharpens iron. You all challenged by my monsters.
Also, Andy as a DM, I have moved away from.
Evil.
Well, yes, I'm no longer evil, and I never was. No, I have started to more ascribe to like the Dungeon Crawl Classics, Shadow Dark, more Cockian. It's like order and chaos and neutrality. Like order can be good and bad, chaos can be good and bad. Their cosmic ethos attributed to them. It's not necessarily like good and evil. It's kind of like it's a point of view thing. So, anyway, Darmuid did that. Y'all talked to Shemeshka for a while because she's never been on this group's stream, really.
Nice.
She seemed perfectly fine, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what Task Force Unlikely is upset about. You received a level and some magic items that were handled off stream, so we're going to talk about level in a second. Let me recite what magic items you all got so that I remind myself and everyone. Let's see. Saying nar instead of no. Here we go.
Nar.
Nar.
That's a new power we all have.
It's level 6. Nar. Before departing the island, you can loot various tomes of arcane lore, specifically relating to Yugoloths. Marty, say Yugoloth.
Yugoloth.
Oh, it doesn't sound as biting. There it is.
Ah, when I said Yugos. Yeah. People really responded poorly when I called them Yugs.
And there are also some books about the stars of the far realms.
Right.
In addition, you find a bag of beans, a classic with 11 beans in it. And then a bunch of gemstones and gold coins, which are worth a certain amount of money, but y'all aren't necessarily used to like a currency-based economy. It's more like a trade-based economy. So certainly they have values in, especially the gemstones, magical rituals and stuff like that. But the gold, you're kind of like, it's not even tough. Silver's better. Why is this worth less?
It's a good conductor, I guess. We'll keep it.
Yeah, and certainly there are magical rituals that do require gold as well, but
it resists magnetism.
When you all fight Magneto in 15 episodes, juggling some nukes.
Or Agneto.
You also find a mysterious vial which is labeled with what appears to be a purple squiggle. And it smells like it just rained, which according to Google is called petrichor.
Petrichor,
yes.
Yeah.
So, we also all leveled up since you defeated a vampire queen. So, Darmuid, I believe you took a 6th level in Druid.
Yep.
So what features do you get at 6th level with Druid?
I get this thing called Cosmic Omen, where basically it's like 50-50 whether I get a wheel or a woe ability to influence, dice magic. Marty's faith thing. Basically, if it's wheel, I can add a d6 to a d20 roll that a character within 30 feet of me, I think a being within 30 feet of me, and add it to that d20 roll. And if it's woe, I can subtract a d6 from the same criteria of being within that range. And I can do it proficiency bonus +1, I think, a day. Oh, no, proficiency bonus a day, so I can do it like 3 times a day right now. Or no.
It does say 3 times a day. You do have a proficiency bonus of 3. I was looking at your initiative. Sorry, that's my bad.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so 3 times a day I can, and so I guess I'll see if I'm wheel or woe right now. I rolled a 2, so
I think that's wheel. I think it said even was wheel.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So
I mean, both good.
Yeah, absolutely. So I can help people out.
3 times a day. Awesome.
Yeah.
Nor. You took a 6th level in monk. What is you punch good better now?
I'm trying to pull it up. D&D Beyond just let me back into my character sheet.
It's never
been I tried
easier.
to print my new sheet and it wouldn't print my spells.
It's never been easier. I think it's getting worse. If we're being honest, everybody.
I think it's because they're about to do a huge system change.
Yeah, so it was just giving me a timeout error. So
sure, they have placeholders they don't care about right now.
Yep.
Until it gets
like most of the books they currently have released. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
We don't want politics in our D&D, right? Come on.
That's right.
So yeah, I got key-powered strikes. So my unarmed strikes count as magical for the purposes of overcoming resistance and immunity to non-magical attacks and damage.
Nice.
I also got unarmored movement. So my unarmored speed bonus increases to 15 feet while I'm not wearing armor or wielding a shield. And then the other cool thing I got is called Visage of the Astral Self. So this is building more on my astral armorage thing going on. So I can summon the Visage of my Astral Self as a bonus action, or as a part of the bonus action I take to activate my arms. I can spend a key point to summon the Visage for 10 minutes. It vanishes early if I'm incapacitated or die. So then I get some following benefits. I can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, to a distance of 120 feet. I get advantage on wisdom, insight, and charisma intimidation checks. And then when I speak, I can direct words. You can direct your words to a creature of your choice that you can see within 60 feet of you, making it so only that creature can hear you. Alternatively, you can amplify your voice so that all creatures within 600 feet can hear you.
I'm sorry, are we hearing all this stuff Soup's just making up?
Clearly made up. Just clearly made up.
What do you mean you can see in magical darkness?
Yeah,
That's Jamie Crawford's favorite thing.
No, He likes when things that can normally see in darkness can't see you when you're in darkness.
That's it.
That's the Gloomstalker.
That's the Gloomstalker. That was the only feature he talked about when he was doing the Gloomstalker, like,
just
intro
imagine
videos. It was
just
like,
imagine it.
I
They
swear,
can't see you.
It was probably a minute of that video, but it felt like it was the full 15.
Yeah. It's really excited about it.
I've thoughts on those videos too.
But yeah, so I've got an idea of how that's going to look when she activates it, but I'm going to save that for when she activates it.
Yes. Excellent.
Very good.
No, that was all cool, and I mostly believe you that you didn't just make it up. But boy, did that ability go along for a while. I can pull it up on your character sheet, but you did also once take Summon Chair, so...
No, it's available on my spell list, by the way.
Summon Chair is really...
It's a good spell.
That was the most gaslit I have ever felt on this stream. I'm
sorry about
Soup
that.
is just making things up, and she's passing them off as real now.
Yeah.
Usually I do believe that it's real. And finally, Umi.
Oh, yeah. Well, I took a 4th level in Sorcerer, because I'm the only one making choices out here. But yeah, I took a 4th level in Sorcerer, which gives me another cantrip and another spell. But more meta magic per turn. And I get my my charisma bump because I'm a little bit behind the curve.
It was my question if you got an ASI or a feat.
Nah, I took the ASI, just bumped my charisma up a little bit, and then I think because I didn't have a clear, because if I take a 3rd level Warlock, I get to pick my pact, and I didn't have a clear image for that yet. And I didn't feel like I felt by ridding the realm of vampire queens, I wasn't really following my destiny so much as doing good. So I kind of took the more like I leveled up pretty literally instead of like following this pact further.
Right.
So that was kind of some of my justifications there. And I got an additional cantrip, so I took Friends to take full advantage of my cultural ambassadorness. I messed around with some other damage spells. I'm like, nah, just Eldritch Blast probably. Probably just Eldritch Blast.
What's that?
And then, yeah, you don't play Warlocks often, so I'll tell you off stream. And then I took Silvery Bobs, also known as Cheese McCheese.
Oh my God, is that allowed at this table?
I did ask.
Marty did ask for permission. I was, as soon as he cast it, I was going to deny that I had ever given that permission.
Nice.
But Marty did ask for. I was going to be. This is the first I'm hearing about it. What's this?
Yeah.
No, but Marty did ask, and I believe fairly called out that Marty couldn't go one character without fucking with my dice rolls.
Fair cop, fair dinkum, mate. It's fair dinkum.
Um,
And then I believe you threatened me with more of my ex-characters showing up.
Yes, I said I can't wait until a bitchy cleric who can't be disarmed shows up and is not concentrating on an alarming amount of spells.
You're still not concentrating? No, not yet. I'm saving that for Spirit Guardians.
You all hit the open sea and are sailing due west. I also got a 504 gateway timeout error. Thanks a lot, D&D Beyond.
Yeah, you just got to keep refreshing and then go out to Google search it a couple of times. Just make sure you're, getting a fresh link, and eventually it'll let you in.
Great. It's not like we have a campaign to run.
Would you say we have had a long rest?
Yes, you all have had a long rest. Which apparently I didn't say for like 10 episodes on Gracefall or something like that. Those poor people. They've been fighting on fumes.
Sometimes that's how the action shakes out. Some of these combats are like less than a minute, and then it's like, what are you doing next? It's like game time versus real time is often vastly different.
So, y'all have started to sail for the next region. You decided to do west, and you all are approaching an island that is being showered in autumn leaves.
Oh, it's Johto. Going to the Johto region.
PSL land.
It's the ghost of Tsushima Island.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Beautiful.
So yeah, you're approaching this island. What would you all like to do? Leave.
Just immediately go around it. Nah, tis a silly place.
How large an island would you say it is?
Particularly tiny, you would say. It's even the smallest island in the last chain you visited was, let's see, confirming, yes, was the Spring Shield Island, was the island with the dwarves. This is probably even smaller than that.
Okay. And what are its? You said it has trees and autumn leaf kind of stuff. Reality, or?
Yes. So it generally, as you approach, so it's almost surrounded in like a bubble of constantly like water falling autumn leaves. But yeah, as you get close and you can see beyond the autumn leaves, orange and yellow fields, beautiful waving grass, tall wheat that looks like it's ready for harvest. Many of the trees have started to become bare, but an equal number are covered in beautifully red, orange, and yellow leaves. Very autumnal facing, kind of the northeast of America.
Right.
Do we see any folk or creatures of any kind?
Can I get perception checks to see what kind of folk you see?
Into structures, is it all pretty?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. Yikes.
16.
16, perfect.
In my defense, I'm not wisdom based.
22.
Yeah.
There's the
Let's go with
wisdom based
Timothy's.
character. Yeah.
I got a 10.
Okay.
Gotcha.
With
I rolled a 15. So.
With a 10, Umi, yeah, you see buildings. There's definitely civilization here.
Okay.
With a 16, Nor, you're kind of drawn to the more uncommon looking folks from your point of view, which you see like dryads and kind of treants that again are sharing this autumnal coloring. They're very orange and red treants. You see a couple other various fairy folk kind of running around at their feet. Folks are kind of clearly preparing for some sort of harvest. But with Darmuid's 22, interspersed among them, you see what appear to be only Eladrin. They're the only kind of humanoids you're seeing, and they all look rather old.
Marty's favorite.
Yeah.
They're boomer Eladrin.
Right. Now, do they look
The true villain of the piece.
Are they older than they normally would be? Does it look like there's something? Oh shit, they look older. Like they must have had rough lives, or is it like, oh no, they're just very, very old Eladrin?
So I can't remember the last time I've said this on a stream, but in this sphere, so this also applies to Gracefall, Eladrin are the only properly long lived playable character race. Elves and dwarves, things that are traditionally incredibly long lived in the Forgotten Realms, are longer lived than humans, but max out at 150, 200. And even 200 would be you're old.
Right.
150 is oh, that person died when they were in their 80s for a human. That's quote unquote good innings.
Right.
So Eladrin kind of have that epically long lifespan. You've never really seen Eladrin that properly look old. You've known Eladrin who are 1,000+ years old. They remember the Gracefall, and they still mostly look like adult people, like middle-aged adults. These people look like what
Ancient
you would more associate with like ancient. They're wrinkly, they've got white hair or are balding, but they don't quite look like elves. You can tell they're Eladrin. They have the kind of the pinker or like the more elves typically have like bronzy or fair skin tones. These are more like, I always picture Eladrin as kind of like, they're like the parts of the crayon box that like, well, you could color a person that, but it's not quite. They're like pink or like almost like a light blue or like if they're like if they're like dark skinned, it's like it's almost maroon. It's not like brown. There's like a lot more red in it or purple. Or like orange, like so they're definitely Eladrin. But yeah, they look old in a way that would be unlike anything you've experienced before.
Does it appear that any of them can see us or are observing us as we approach?
As you kind of, because you do have to get a little close to see kind of through the
right.
There are some people who are like pointing and whisper, peas and carrots.
Right.
But they're like a couple people waving, like, come on in.
Right. So of course I share what I see with friends. Hey, there's a bunch of very old Eladrin here. They seem friendly. They're beckoning to us. What do you guys think?
I mean, yeah. I didn't come here to fuck spiders. So yeah.
See if there's spiders.
Yeah. First question: what's your spider situation?
Yeah. I mean, if we can, make sure.
Yeah, is there a clear port? Are we making sure? Like what?
Yeah. The port that they have is it's like it's not quite like y'all don't have a big boat, but you almost need a bigger boat or a bigger pier than this. It's like a fishing boat wharf kind of like.
Right.
It's like real small, so you're kind of like, I mean, we could pull up next to it, but like it's not going to be super fun.
We need to weigh anchor and then come in.
Probably.
Smaller craft. Okay.
Yeah, you're like, we might beach ourselves before. It doesn't look particularly deep.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Okay, so if we can do that, I suppose we should.
Yeah. You want to watch the boat?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Got it.
Thanks, Fiona.
Bring me a candied apple, please.
You got it, kid.
Got it.
Here, watch this bag of beans.
Oh, okay.
You can start huffing this petrichor too, if you want. Forest smell, rain.
Huffing the coal.
Great. We roll in.
Yeah. We can.
Is the air like? Is it like summery autumn or is it like November-y autumn?
It's like November-y autumn. It is.
It's chilly.
It's a little chilly, which certainly for you all is possibly unpleasant. You're from a traditionally like tropical.
Right. This is my armor class.
Yeah.
This is the coldest I've ever been.
I see. Yeah, Umi is like a Brazilian in Pennsylvania or something. It's just like, it's 50? How do you live?
Are the plants okay?
Someone save the plants.
Well, someone think of the plants? Oh my god, I don't think I have resistance to cold yet. I think I get that from a warlock. Ah, dang. Took the wrong level.
So the air is crisp. There's a nice breeze. It smells indeed of pumpkin spice lattes, apples, hay, Oh no, Umi's got hay fever.
How would I have known before now?
I'm allergic to whatever this bullshit is.
Well, it is all of it. And I'm cold.
I want to go home.
Yeah, I guess I'm sort of taking in this fresh nature here. I guess as a druid, I'm somewhat aware of. Right? I mean, but we come from tropics. We haven't really seen this stuff before, right? So, it's just,
We have seasons on our island.
but
not no. Only
like
Japan has seasons.
4 distinct seasons.
Only Japan has 4 distinct seasons. I'd love to have them visit Pennsylvania, but
You might have seasons, but are they distinct?
yes,
You know, there's 4 of them.
You really are.
winter and road work.
Yeah. I wish that was less true.
We get 5.
Certainly, indeed, Darmuid, as a nature inclined person, and someone who's, at least even tangentially would have studied history books, you knew that, in the past, there were indeed more distinct seasons in other parts of the previously unified planet. It was smog in summer, but there was a harvest season, and you all still have a harvest time. It's just not cold.
It's different.
It's mostly fish.
Yeah, it's
some fish spawning.
But yeah, you would be aware, conceptually, of the idea that in some places it gets even colder than this and snows.
So we're used to sushi spice lattes. We don't have pumpkins. It's nasty. It's so nasty.
It's so gross. It couldn't be like summer squash.
No,
I don't think that's
way.
that's good either, but it'd be better.
Sushi spice
than furikake or whatever that seaweed salt
Furikake.
is. Yeah.
Furikake takes me to weird places in my imagination. I can't. We have a PG-13 stream, so no. That's true.
It's where you sprinkle salt on people's faces, right?
NC-17. Yes, that's right.
See it? Pretty sure I'm right.
Snort your petrichor, kids.
Let me look it up real quick. Oh, no. Oh, no.
It's like the king in yellow. You're scarred permanently.
Seems rude, actually.
Right. So, and these guys, we're sort of making our way ashore. There's pumpkin spice wafting through the trees, and autumn leaves sort of falling. And are we hearing ha 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 wah ha kind of elven singing in the background, or no?
Yeah, there's some hymnals.
And
it's
leaves perpetually falling. And,
it's like approaching Rivendell. There's an Enya song happening.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Are we near any of these locals?
Yeah. Certainly, if you land.
Do any of you guys have? Oh, you have Elvish.
We'll approach.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, do you wanna? Why did I never learn this? Okay. Do you wanna? I don't know.
Spoke a lot of common on the Big Island.
I speak lightning.
Yeah, you do speak lightning.
That's true.
I speak lightning, right? Maybe one of those guys did.
I like the idea that if you spent summers with your cousin, it's just she knows Elvish,
right?
I just never learned. I guess you never
Maybe
thought I never learned it. Yeah, you certainly know.
Learn the word for beer.
Yeah, me amo Darmuid.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. How is basic stuff? Maybe dirty
toilet.
Dirty words, right?
How do I see
a couple swears?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do
you're when you meet an elf, say this, Darmuid.
Yeah.
And it's the wrong thing to say. Maybe I don't know that still.
As we're
It's hey guys.
I've been saying it to every elf I've met. They hate it.
Hey, dog fuckers. We're here to fuck the dogs in Elven. And they're like, what?
We're here. I love that. It would that you were taught a sentence.
We're here
To fuck your dogs. We're not here to fuck spiders.
We're not here to fuck spiders. We're here for your dogs.
Unless you got spider dogs, in which case we're interested in
Oh,
negotiating.
crocky.
Spider
Dog
dogs.
spiders.
Spider dogs.
Dogs.
Dog spiders.
Hell yeah.
Right. So hopefully I didn't just say that, but are you? Should I say that thing you taught me? Remember back at camp?
No.
No?
I've got this. It's
all
okay.
four hands.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's good, 'cause I don't think I could do all the gestures you taught me to do. With I only have two hands, so
Yeah, it's really a forehand thing.
Yeah.
Nor, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'll give them a very gracious greeting as befits their station of elderliness.
God, you're old.
I'm amazed you can still talk.
I don't want to hurt you by being near you. No, they all start like coming up and like fawning all over you a bit, like, oh, so big and strong. They can help us with the bales of hay. We must prepare for the feast for the Sandwich King. Come on. And just like immediately grab you, like, nope, I need help with solving my iPad.
Okay,
They want something with the Sandwich King. I don't know.
sandwich?
Do
Do we know a sandwich?
I mean,
do we know of the Earl of Sandwich
Haruhime.
and his gambling, what led into our most popular food item? Do we have a variant correlate in our world?
Yeah, I
Earl of
think you
Crunch
probably
Wrap?
have a sandwich equivalent. It's calzones. It's calzones all the way up and down.
Yeah. Wraps. It's wraps where I come from.
It's just wraps.
What?
Well, we only have
Hell-
low carb bread.
The Earl of Crunchwrap Supreme.
Delicious.
Right? Okay. So we're being like drafted into the fields to like help. I feel like has anybody seen Midsommar? I'm getting a Midsommar vibe here.
No, yeah, I see it. How long has it been blinking? 12. I don't know. Yeah, have you tried holding a button down? And
Do you still
Anybody
need
else
to
have-
use a VCR?
is anyone else encountering a problem with the Vickers?
Because
Here's your problem. You don't have any vicious.
Hey, you probably need some veils. You're missing the veils.
Umi, you've kind of been like, oh, you're so cold, and you've been like piled like 4 sweaters on already. Like,
I have missed being surrounded by grandmas so hard. This is great. The tea, is it a tea or a
Nice.
cider?
a couple
So I'm
of
put to
like,
work in the field, and Umi just
no, they're all pushing you. Like, Nor, you're getting like, oh, you're so skinny. Like, they're trying to like shove like cakes into your mouth.
Okay.
Darmuid's like,
cheeks are being squished.
yeah, Darmuid. Oh, so many cheeks being. Oh, it's a human. How old are you? 15?
Close.
Yeah, I mean, in the
I-
grand scheme of things, it's
Right?
I'm
I
like,
mean, what is
yeah, you're like
time?
20 something, right? Yeah.
You're living proof of what is time.
Oh, look, it's a no elf.
No elf.
Your word for us is no elf?
Oh well.
It's
No
you,
elf.
them.
Right. It's a them.
It really just means they're not from around here.
It's a
But-
die off.
It can,
Yep.
it can be
Yep.
rude. It's a tire.
Right.
But yeah, just kind of like sweaters and pinching and handing you like, yeah, again, like little trinkets that they're like, you need to fix this for us. And just again, kind of swarming you in a general direction. A couple of the treants and like dryads come over. Like the treants are like, "Ooh, okay," kind of bending down and like bowing low to you all, and like apples are kind of falling from their treetops, and brownies and sprites and like little goblins are kind of quickly gathering them up.
Do they speak any primordial? Could I just be kind of uttering little hellos in?
Sure, yeah. A couple of them even seem to speak common.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'm trying to meet.
It's like a super.
Meet them where they live.
Yeah, I won't do it because I won't be able to necessarily all the time. But it's like a super stiff, very formal version of common.
Sure.
It's like basically it's Middle English.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So they have I thou and all of that.
Yes. Thee and thou.
So, right.
But it's not like Old English.
Our form of English is the formal. Is the formal form. The intimate is the thee. Actually. And that's why kings use it, because they presume to be intimate with everyone because they can. It's the way you speak to an inferior or to someone you're close with, because you dispense with the formality. As a superior, you're like, you have no formal barrier, right? So that's the idea. Anyway, blah, blah. But yeah. Okay, so they have some common. So yeah, I'll sort of interact, help with the hay bale, and like bring in the harvest. I'm not very strong, but I am agile, somewhat. So,
do you have any water you need created to destroy?
Yeah,
probably.
Probably, I can shape it for you. You're like a gust.
Yeah, so I mean, there are like magical beings here, but most of these people seem just like civilians. So yeah, if any displays of magic are met with some level of like reverence and awe.
Oh, yeah. Put me to work.
Yeah, they'll start to ask, like a couple of them back away, like, "Are you gentry? Like, should we not be telling you? Are you not here to help? Like, what's up?"
Yeah.
What do you need help with?
The harvest. It's our bones ache.
We're here to help with the harvest.
I am a cultural ambassador.
Okay.
Now, are you doing this because there's no one else to do it, or are you doing it because you're being enforced to do it?
Well, because we're the.
Do you enjoy?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
It is the harvest festival.
Okay,
it's wonderful. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
So work is hard, of course, but you're older souls. I mean, like as you're saying, perhaps are there younger people who could do this?
One of them says, "Well, bit of a scandal, but I'm in a sort of a relationship with a younger woman.
Ooh.
I'm 7,452. She's 6,999, and sometimes I don't even know what we have in common."
Right.
Well, references flow way past each other.
Yeah.
So may I infer that no recent progeny?
She thinks of Bing Crosby's a dessert.
Come into being, right?
Kind of looks around like, I mean,
recent. Right? Terminology.
Is the Gracefall? Would you consider before that recent?
No.
Would not be.
No. Something more akin to perhaps we are the knights who say nor. Something more akin perhaps to how far my cousin here is of age, or myself perhaps, or Umi here. Do you have any people even twice our age, presumably? Can you tell how old we are? Right.
15? 10? 5. Is this okay?
A baby.
Baby. Here, carry this, baby. Interesting.
You're still but toddlers. Are we wrong? Are we close?
Well, aren't we all on the face of nature?
Probably not too far. Did you go see the storm and then the no storm?
The weather did clear up. It's been a while.
It's been a while. So you remember from...
Sure has.
Now, can you tell us, was that storm an anomaly, or was that something that had happened before since you've been
I guess it was raining for a bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're from the other side of the storm.
Oh.
Yeah, our peoples.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you weathered the storm. That's good. So it couldn't have been.
Well, the storm dissipated, and that allowed us passage. We had
Yeah, I
no
mean,
concept there was anything beyond.
wait 1,800 years and the weather will change if you don't like it. You know what I mean?
Florida, everybody.
1800 years, it'll get better, guys. So just wait.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, gentry don't participate in the festival.
Well, they do. The Sandwich King and the hearth. The hearth lady.
What is a sandwich? Is this like a sort of finely attuned earth magician?
Oh, interesting. That we did
Or-
have one of those. We are greatly associated with Earth. We work the Earth. We grow from the Earth. We have trees. They're like the Earth. We are associated with Earth magic. You'll find that some of the other islands are associated with like fire and water. And
But you're
we're
magic.
earthy,
You're more
so
soil. You're more soil.
we're soil. Yes,
Sand.
excellent observations.
Right.
For a baby.
Right. I'm precocious.
Small for a baby.
Call me Hermes. Let me sell you this turtle shell musical instrument I just stole from you.
So, but they will start to describe like this making of a sandwich is a beautiful ritual. You take the wheat we harvest and you mill it, and they start describing like baking like a crusty loaf of bread. And then they say, and then you take eggs and you emulsify them into, I don't really know how mayonnaise is made, but it's some kind of egg vinegar water thing.
Andrew Hatton is God as my witness. If this is an extended Hoagie Fest bit, I'm going to be livid, but I'm going to enjoy myself. So I'd like no threat really, but I just want you to know.
The Kelseys are here, and somebody comes up and they're like, we have pizza. No.
Yeah.
Is there a pickler?
I'll take the Kylie.
But yeah, they describe pickles that have been pickled for thousands of years are on this sandwich. It does seem to. There doesn't seem to be any. No, there is. There's like dry aged meat that's been being preserved. It's like some dry aged salami or incredibly long smoked bacon, and it's like a perfect cartoon sandwich. It looks incredible. Yeah, you all know what sandwiches is.
There's an olive pin.
There's an olive pin through it. Beautiful looking, super fresh tomatoes, onions, lettuce. You can smell how sweet the tomatoes are.
Are we aware of this food item phenomenon?
I think individually you would be. Before? I don't know. Would you? I probably not.
Are we calling the Sandwich King? Is this to appease the Sandwich King?
Yes.
Where does? Okay. All right. Great. Love it.
Tell us of the Sandwich King.
Yeah. What's the failure state if we don't make the perfect sandwich with the Sandwich King?
We have to start over.
Of course, and that would take how many thousands of years?
When was the last time we had to start over? Before it got rainy.
Oh, sometime.
We better get this right. Yeah. Put me in, coach. I want to help. I'm a cultural ambassador, by the way.
Okay. Yeah. So they'll point to there's the Sandwich King's castle. And it's just kind of, it looks like a Subway. Yeah, it's just like a little storefront, and it says Sandwich King out front. Krista helped me write this adventure.
You're being so weird right now.
I love it. It's right up my alley. So, all right. So this is indeed a strange structure, one unlike any I've seen before. Is that sign illuminated from within?
It is by the deepest and darkest of magics.
Strange.
Oh.
And it just flashes Sandwich King. King.
And is this in a language that we understand? Like,
When
is it
civilization
written out
falls, 7-Eleven will be king.
Yeah. It seems to be flashing in like it's like cycling through languages.
Okay.
And then it'll say like sodas, 2 for $1.
Okay.
Oh, cigarettes, state minimum. pretty good. Just tell the dwarves about this.
So, all right. So that's where the trials of the sandwich making take place
Yes.
for the great sandwich festival.
Yes.
And what did you say about a hearth woman?
Oh yeah, we also try. There's I think I called her a hearth lady. That's not right. It is the hearth woman. Yeah, she just, we make a couple gourd sacrifice, make a couple harvest sacrifices to her. We burn an effigy, a scarecrow effigy, and she keeps us warm and safe from the encroaching tide of ever-growing darkness of titans. You still have titans?
Yeah. I think we gave all the things you have, and this warmth is coming soon.
It grows every day as the sun stays in the sky longer and longer. As we leave the solstice or get closer to the solstice, whatever.
All right,
the longest night of the year will happen, and then the days will get brighter.
Yeah,
all right. That is the way of light, and our rotation.
Yeah, this is getting closer. Yeah, this is getting closer to things to recognize. All right.
So does the hearth woman also have a structure such as this, or
does she
resign? Oh.
Yeah, and point to
hearth woman.
Yeah, hearth woman. Hearth.
Are we in some a Ladron strip mall?
Yeah, kinda.
Shit. Okay. Is there a Spencer's?
Yeah, it's got that ball that you touch, and it's got all the zappies from the Tesla ball or whatever they're called.
Oh, Darmuid can speak that.
Hey, they got a ball that curses at you. It's like motherfucker.
It's like an old kit.
Oh, Brad.
But yeah, there's like a big stone building that they say houses the hearth woman. And yeah, it just kind of looks like, I don't know. It looks like a
Panera.
A Panera. Yeah, I was gonna say like a brick oven pizza place, but yeah, Panera.
It's a bread place. Shit. Brick oven pizza? No, that's bad.
Or wood fire pizza. Yeah, but no, I like that it's a Panera.
Panera's. They have that. Don't they pump out like a manufactured bread smell?
I would not doubt it.
Real. I think that's to sort of make you hungry as you're walking around. Essence of yeast. All right. Well, so should we visit the hearth woman or should we visit the king of sandwiches?
I'm naturally inclined to trust a hearth woman first, but
same.
Yeah,
no gods, no masters, right? I mean,
there's a lot going on here that I don't have a lot of context for. But I'm interested in sampling the local color.
Do you need energy for the long trip? It's like 100 yards.
I don't energy. I'm good on energy, thanks. The sweater is really doing a lot of work.
Because
we do have a stand full of mystical potions that give you warmth and power.
Hold on, I'm back. Hold on, I would like to sample your wares. I'd like to see your wares. Where's your wares? Also, is this woman currently knitting the sweater that I'm wearing?
Yes.
It seems that's fantastic. This is great.
How else would you know your size, dear?
It gradually longer. Right.
This is good. I like a lot of things. I like most of what I'm seeing. I'm a little suspicious about some things that I'm not being told yet, I feel like.
Get a hood.
Some kind of Fey Lord Sandwich King or...
Yeah, right.
Liz points out in chat, Panera does have a drink that can kill you.
It's true.
They do have death lemonades.
Really?
Yeah, the charged lemonades.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Unfortunately, they're hyper caffeinated lemonades that you can just get free access to, and they unfortunately killed about two different young women because they had a sensitivity to caffeine, and they were not properly displaying how much caffeine was in them.
Yeah.
Oh
So she thought they were just lemonades.
Does not need caffeine.
Nope.
It's like, ugh.
No, it does
terrible.
not. And now a bunch of places, Dunkin' has them, Starbucks, a bunch of places have them now, and it's just like, great, we needed more murder lemonades. Awesome.
Were the deaths recent?
Yes.
Within the last calendar year.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything about it. Yeah, that's sad.
It is.
Murder-ade.
I do make light of it.
When life
but
gives you murder,
it's not.
It's
sad.
It's terrible.
So these potions, what are we doing here?
Yes.
Would you like some soft yellow rocks?
Okay.
I don't know.
A couple people kind of shamble up. They're wearing like aprons, and they're like, hot or cold?
Hot, absolutely.
Hot?
Absolutely hot. As hot as you get it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Extra hot? Oh, you got it.
Well, all right.
Yeah. Makes you a pumpkin spice latte.
Oh.
It's delicious. Yeah,
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. It's like a hot milkshake.
Yeah. Oh boy, it's going all the way down.
Yeah. I'll take one of those.
Sure, yeah, you gotta have one.
Yeah, we also have it frozen with whipped cream on top and a caramel drizzle.
What did the cream do?
That's a high five, right? Good job, guys.
Oh, poor cream.
Poor cream.
None for me, thanks. Nah.
I only take my cream cruelty free.
It's made with scapegoat milk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like that one.
They have frappuccinos or pumpkin spice lattes basically, and delicious.
This is amazing.
I'll try this pumpkin beverage. What this pumpkin is?
Yeah, I don't recognize a single flavor. It's great. I was really afraid of ethnic food. Not anymore. This is good.
So exotic.
Ethnic food.
Gourds are probably not common where we are. Right?
No, not at all. No, yeah.
Yeah.
Again,
I mean, it probably stands to reason when we're in Vampire Town areas, we see creepy pumpkins and we're like, ugh, but what are these evil?
They're probably all rotten.
Things,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know?
They're just like if you
saw
saw
a vampire fruit.
If you saw a pumpkin on the ground, you wouldn't be like, yeah, I'm going to eat that. It's like hard and it's an odd color.
Is very appealing, though. I mean, orange is very, it's like, I don't know. It does speak of harvest, obviously, right? Because it's a harvest item. But
like you probably have like, you all probably are familiar with like, again, like summer squashes or like eggplant, but they don't skew kind of sweet enough to make like a dessert beverage out of them that you can.
Yeah.
No, it's my morning coffee. Okay. Sure it is. No judgment. Delicious. But you're drinking a hot melted milkshake. Let's not pretend it's not that.
Right. That's true.
I've had a zucchini chino before. Is it like that?
It was terrible and I threw it up.
So we're probably used to cane sweeteners, right? Cane sugar.
Oh yeah. Certainly you have like but you probably have a lot of like coconut based drinks and like lime and like
so
certainly sweet things, but probably like sweet like more like light and refreshing. Like this is heavy. This is like drinking a bread basket.
Yeah.
Right. Because you need the fire in the belly for winter fuel, right?
Yeah.
So that's cool. This is good. Wow. I like this.
Yeah. So far, so innocent.
Yeah, so far so innocent. So, are we going to go see into the Hearth Woman or the?
Yeah, who do you appease first, or is it the same time? Is it the samesies?
Do they work together? Are they married? Are they?
Yeah, they're kind of like in a don't like to throw the term married around.
Sure.
Real Titania Oberon situation.
Yeah,
Right.
like they don't like to put a label on it. It's only been a couple millennia, so they're just seeing how things go. And
the whole Titania Oberon aspect, it's like one is bread, one is someone who puts stuff into bread, and that like
Yeah.
interesting corollary. Anyway, as far as the role traditionally, okay. So we go see Mom first, Goddess,
I'm inclined.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been trained culturally to listen to the oldest woman I can see at any given moment. It's
You keep meeting a new one who's older each time.
really
Like,
confusing for me
right?
right now. We can get out of this. It's a high fire environment, if we're being honest. Try to listen to like 18 women at once, and this one keeps knitting the sweater. It's fantastic. Thank you, dear. Thank you, dear. Can I do something for you? We need to get out of here.
The only other beings I think we've encountered that are nearly as old as this are like the stars and the trees, right? I mean, and the planet itself, the waters, right? I mean, these beings they might be able to offer us much wisdom.
Yeah, this place is so fey wild. You know what I mean?
So wild. Hey, Granny's gone wild.
There it is.
Right? It's like the Golden Girls, but like.
Okay. So you all head to the small stone building. Emanates warmth as you approach, and the door welcomingly opens. You can feel again a warm breeze. Smells like cinnamon cloves.
The door opens automatically.
Yes.
Wow.
On like a gentle warm, like again like a truly warm breeze.
Truly magical.
Yeah, in a cold place such as this.
But the door, I mean, did you?
Yeah. Once we get in, actually, the sweater's a little much.
Right. Yeah. Oh, now it's all hot again. Right.
Suddenly, I'm being smothered. I'm dying.
You can just take it off.
An old woman gave it to me.
Isn't she still hanging off the back, knitting it more?
Yes.
I'll die of politeness.
So now it's like a long like a shawl sweater, like it's a coat.
Draping.
And the heater's broken in here because the oven, right? Okay. Nice.
And she's old, so it's 1,000,000 degrees in here.
Yeah.
Right. And she's cold. She feels cold. Right.
Yeah. Is anyone else freezing?
Shut the door.
Take this sweater.
Like, Krista's grandfather's house was always 90 degrees, even in the middle of summer. Like,
Sure.
And he always wore pants. I was just like, how are you not dying?
Rose wasn't wearing a suit.
Right. It's about gauging what you're used to, right?
The inside is comparatively a younger looking woman. Although something you'd notice fairly quickly is she's like 10 feet tall and like proportioned that way. Like it's just like big.
The tall lady.
Like, but she's wearing like a red kind of ash covered shawl and hood. Her clothing is like an intricately woven kind of tapestry of very dark earth tones with a lot of red motifs throughout. Lots of heavy jewelry, lots of red gemstones. You can't see much skin anywhere, but she has a face. But her face is basically the only exposed parts of her skin. She says, "Oh, you've been caught in the rain for so long. Come, warm yourselves by the fire."
Right?
Listen, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll see it in Primordial. Do we know what kind of boggin she is, or is there any?
You can try and make
or
it...
is she just a really tall human? Is there any kind of nature or occult? We don't have a cult in this game.
Religion or
Arcana, that's it.
Yeah.
Arcana.
Nature Arcana.
No, roll a cult.
Yeah.
Add nothing to it. No, religion or arcana would be appropriate checks.
I get 4d10 for this. I'm gonna go with Arcana.
Yeah, add your intelligence plus wits or whatever.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, we getting
womp
some
womp womp
getting some
womp.
good.
There we go.
Me as well.
22.
I got a 24, a natural 20, which
Good job.
Womp 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 womp.
waste all your natural 20s on the most insignificant rolls. Yes, she's just a really tall human.
Yeah, you'd say she's like, I don't know, big. She's bigger.
Yeah.
No, she's
Probably
clearly
play basketball.
Yeah, she's like D1.
Yeah. So I got a natural 20 in Arcana specifically. I don't know if that flavors the answer.
And I got it in religion.
Excellent.
There you go.
I'm told it's like the WNBA, but all dudes.
And all dudes.
Okay, so Arcana and religion. Let's see. Let's do Arcana first. She is clearly an elevated being.
Literally.
She is, yes. Yeah, she's elevated in some way. She is inherently magical. She's not an Eladrin or elf, or she is some more powerful than that being.
Okay. So I move and you don't need to confirm or deny, but I might move past Fae to Celestial or a higher plane.
If they are, well, you got a natural 20. Celestial or Fae Lord or Lady in this case. The Gentry, and you would certainly be familiar with Fae Lords and Ladies.
A Lord and or Lady.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So
the fair folk is going to be the word you want to use, even though it's ironic.
They begat terror. They're terror.
They're terrific.
They're terrific.
Beget terror.
They beget terror. Cece.
with the Fae, though, it's cold irony. It gets them in the end.
And it'll get
There
them.
it is.
It'll get everybody.
Hold on.
Is that...
I get the pun horn. Right?
That did it for me.
Yeah.
Wait,
it's a good... There you go. It's a good joke. It's just like it's not like an air horn joke. It's like it's more subtle, and
Right.
it's like it's building on like
That's what makes the air horn
word.
funny.
Well, that is what makes the air horn funny. That's a fair point.
Where it's like, what?
It's a folklore pun.
And
Like
and a deadpan air horn.
my favorite kind of pun, though.
nar.
Mhm.
No.
All right.
With a 20 in religion,
Mhm.
You said nothing weird. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we all say that word.
Religion.
Religion. It's Latin. Look it up.
Wow. Someone went to school once.
I did take like 5 years of Latin, but
Slow down, college.
and I got solid C's through all of it. I'm not good at languages that aren't English, and arguably, I'm not great at this one. The fully lost my train of thought by my own derailment.
Religion.
Who put this pendulum?
Who put this silly game in front of me?
Who put this derailment here? It's got a label on it. It says Andy.
And we're broadcasting this live, you say?
Do people
Seems a
watch
mistake.
this? Yeah.
Liz does. Thanks, Liz.
Some people do. Thank you, Liz.
And thanks, future Keith.
And Patrick.
Future Keith.
Liz in chat just said supposedly. And you're welcome. Thank you, Liz. Okay. 20 in religion. Backing up to what Umi is saying, certainly, again, confirming an elevated being. With a religion check, yet, like, she is being fueled in some way by these people's belief. They believe in the Hearth Lady, the Hearth Woman. Therefore, she provides them warmth and safety and hearth and home. They worship and make some sacrifices to her. She protects them and keeps the cold at bay. And probably the storm from interfering with their island prior to its fall. Even with a 20, I'm not going to ascribe any sort of intent, malice, or goodness on this person.
Right.
That is for you all to decide.
Right. We have no context other than vibes, and watch appearance. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you share this lore, the two of ye, or can we really do that socially? Like, she's there, come in, shut the door, you guys are vibing.
Nor you can turn on your eyes and speak telepathically to whoever you can't look at or something. What does your nonsense do?
Yeah, I think I can do that, basically. I can see through walls, you know.
Yeah.
No.
Solve your puzzle.
Not this one, too. I draw the line.
I can solve 1d6 dungeons, but
God damn it.
I have a lair action, even if it's not my lair.
I use one of my legendary resistances.
Oh god, that could be started on that.
I can summon up to my proficiency bonus in Tiamats.
Ooh. Yeah, let's get all the Tiamats.
Man, these new books are broke.
So good.
It's a real Silvery Bob situation.
Right. Silvery Tiamats.
Yes, I can choose a creature of my choice that I can see within 60 feet so that only it can hear me. But I don't think that would be unobvious because
the thing it does is I believe rather obvious. It would be I posted a TikTok not too long ago of Emma Frost telepathically talking to people, and it's a lot of her mugging. So I think it would be a lot of like intense staring at Darmuid, being like,
right.
Right. I think rather than that, I would opt to just try to show my reverence for this person, and maybe speak Celestial and say, "Oh, great Hearthwoman, thank you for allowing us into your home," and give her a deep bow.
She says, "But of course, you are most welcome guests. In this place, I hope you find welcoming."
And I'll use that as kind of a wink, wink, nod to Darmuid of kind of how important this person is.
Yes. Well, of course, I'm not going to disrespect a kindly old lady in her her kitchen, even if she is 10 foot tall, could squash me like a bug. So especially perhaps since she could squash me like a bug. So yes, I will offer my my respectful nod of appreciation. Um, I will like, how hot is this oven? Is it like blazing?
No, you're not like uncomfortably warm.
Okay. So approaching her
Yeah.
and it is okay. Like, how far is she from us generally as we are in and dealing with her? Is she like close to us, or is she at a distance, like calling out by the oven or something?
No, the house, her home is not particularly large, and especially because she is bigger.
Right. So we're all kind of around the.
It's very quaint and intimate. Like,
Oh, nice.
you're kind
Okay.
of, and yeah, it's like, jokes aside of old people and their hot houses,
Right.
it is pleasantly warm. Like, it feels. Umi, you
Comfortable.
probably don't even feel uncomfortable with your sweater. Like, it's almost like it's mystical in some way of
Truly
adjusting to the
magical.
perfect temperature for you.
It doesn't really create sweat. It creates like
It's just,
your body doesn't try to cool itself. You're just like, oh, it's warm.
yeah, it's like a warm, it's like a weighted blanket.
Right. Almost operating on a level that's beyond the physical. Or physical and other levels at the same time, like spirit or vibes. Yeah. I would like to I feel inclined to make an offering of thanks. So I'm going to pull out one of these gemstones that we have, and I'm going to offer a stone to her in appreciation. I say, we recently acquired these beautiful shining stones of the earth, and I would like to offer one to you in appreciation for your welcoming us into your home and imbuing us with this kindly warmth. We are unaccustomed to such temperatures that appear to be native to your land, and so your warm welcome is even more appreciated. Thank you. So I hope that you find this, receive this in the spirit with which it is given.
Pardon me.
Sure.
She stands up, approaches you very reverently, very daintily, takes the gem, and she says, "A gift of thanks is always welcome, especially at harvest time." She says, "It is an honor to break bread with you all, to engage in this wonderful time of year together with those who hold it dear all year round." She kind of looks at the stone. She like holds it up, looks at it in the firelight, and she says, "Such sadness. Corrupting, as you say, the earth's most beautiful gifts." She'll kind of like almost like sleight of hand it out of one hand, and it seems to appear in the other one. Then it starts to like float. And she says, "And a gift in return." And it floats back down to you, Timothy, or to Darmuid, rather.
Mm-hmm.
And let me just make sure this is a real item.
Wow.
Has never been easier.
It's like the refrain.
It has become a gem of seeing.
Ooh, that's a lovely item. That'll help with magical darkness, won't it?
It gives you true sight.
Yeah, and that's a daily thing, like once a day.
3 times a day.
Ooh,
and then it recharges 1d3 charges at dawn, but it does require attunement.
Okay, I think I have an open slot.
I think you do have an open slot. I don't
Yeah,
think any of you
I have the
are
Moonsicle. Moonsicle's the only one I think.
laden. Oh,
So
not
cool.
my campaign.
Thanks.
Umi, you got to get on the scene in Magical Darkness, right?
Yeah.
I do have
Everybody's
dark
doing
vision,
it.
but like everybody's like leveling up from there.
Right.
Everyone's like, dark vision, 60
is
feet?
last year.
Listen to this girl, 60 feet.
You just got to make your build more complicated and take a 3-level dip in Gloomstalker Ranger.
You could take Devil's Sight, dude.
No problem.
That's in your
Go to
acceptable
dropout.tv.joshshirt.com. No problem.
Dropout.tv/my shirt
Yeah.
to see if I can afford groceries.
Yeah, I have these soft yellow circles in a book of vampire porn that I've already finished.
Oh no. Can't get these pages open.
Yeah, it's really humid at the sea. I go swimming a lot.
Blood coagulates.
Yeah, definitely want to shoot respect in your house. Have any of the old Eladrin followed us in, or are they all like at the door? Like, do they all stop at the door? Is there
They all
is there a
stop,
sense this is a community area, or is this like kind of like, oh, you guys can go?
they stopped at the door, but you could tell it was like out of like respect. Like, oh no, it's your time in front of the
Sure,
Hearth
okay.
Moment. When we are invited in, we will enter in good faith and like harmony.
Okay.
Or whatever, but
They're vampires.
not like gotcha. Guess what? It's vampires all the way down. Every island is but you is vampires.
You should have asked what we offer the Hearth Queen, because it's usually 3 strangers who are dumb enough to go in. Try to not get blood on the sweater.
I did mention Midsummer.
Yeah.
Can I have confiscated our magical beans from Fiona?
Sure. Yes, you did not have to. Do not give her a magic item that she could destroy a boat with, please.
And can I offer her a bean?
Sure. Let me. Bag of beans.
She takes it, turns it into a coffee bean.
Hey, more PSL for me.
She takes Umi's book of vampire porn, turns it into regular porn.
Oh, okay, yeah. Good, new.
Oh, gonna miss the vampires. Man, it looks like no lions are falling in love with any lambs.
They got into legit work.
You were 6 or a 9. Oh, you're not. Do you have to throw it, or if you just pull one out, does it do anything? If you remove it, you have to plant it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. She will take it, sensing it's full of magical energy. She says, interesting. A dark omen is associated with this, because I rolled a 91, which is the Mummy Lord Pyramid one. But she says, like the gem, cursed by its previous owners. Dark energy. There was dark energy at the sesh.
Yeah. Real heart vibes.
Yeah. She'll kind of, again, palm it, pull it out from behind your ear. And it's like a sensu bean now.
Oh, tight.
So it'll basically, it's like revivify.
Ooh.
So somebody dies in a minute, you get them to crunch the bean in their mouth, they come back to life.
That's
All right.
good.
Okay.
So, I have a question.
Oh, and I added. Sorry, before your question, I
No, go
added
ahead,
the
yeah.
gem. I added the gem of seeing to your character sheet, Timothy.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. So since she said we don't even know her name, right? She's just like the Hearth Woman,
Just the
right?
Hearth Woman, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which in some instances, right, that's sort of just what they're called.
Mhm.
But so she said that the gemstone had been tainted by its prior owner, and then says now that the bean also had been tainted by the prior owner. We have more gemstones and gold and more beans from that same owner. Are we to infer then that this stuff has also fundamentally got a sort of stain on it?
It's
You know what I mean?
it's you can infer that
Uh-huh.
they're not like cursed in any way. It is more like the items just have bad vibes.
It's like a mirror that has seen hard shit.
Yeah, they're like blood diamonds for
Oh, okay.
to
Gotcha. Sure.
it's
We did
they
plunder
were
it from killers who are
yeah
like
they were
horrible,
yeah,
awful people. Right.
yeah, it's Nazi gold. They were just
Right.
owned by bad people.
Oh, conflict bean.
Yeah.
Neat.
So there's nothing inherently
Right.
Inherently bad about them. Again, just bad vibes. You don't think she's gonna like change all of them into different magic items?
No, we
but,
don't. That's not at all what I mean.
I know, but yeah, just
Yeah,
feel like okay, oh cool. Here's a
Yeah.
gem of brightness, I guess. How
Right.
many gem magic items are there?
Start making up dumb ones.
It's the
Surprising amount.
here's the
Gem
gem of
of
brightness,
scouring.
the gem of dimness. Yeah, this is just a magic sponge now. They're great.
But really, it gets rid of hard to.
I work in magic item laundering. It's a real
That is
racket.
a total like artificer subclass
Yeah.
option, right?
It's a hell of a water breathing now.
Yeah, I need this wand to not be hot anymore. So
The guy who owned it this guy Orcus, maybe you've
Yeah.
heard of.
Ooh.
Really hot for this thing.
No demon lords. What's the sign say?
Demon Lords.
Don't
What's
make it
the sign
hot.
say?
Don't make it
What
hot.
do you
for
give
me.
me?
Be
What do you
cool.
give me for a rod of 3 parts?
Is that a rod of 7 parts? Are you just happy to see me?
Tell you to pound dirt, kick sand.
Kick sand. Woof.
Anything else anyone would like to say to her before we start to wrap up because it is getting late?
Right. Thank you and
Thank you for your hospitality, for sure.
Of course.
yeah,
It's-
be of service to you in some way.
She says, welcoming, this inviting and welcoming spirit is all of the service I need. She seems like she's like 11 feet tall now.
Oh, nice. So, if we're really awful, she'll get really small. That's what my
Like,
which is
my natural inclination is to distrust, but there's no way she would have given us a gem of true sight if she was like, I'm a hag, actually.
Guess what?
right. This item appears to be a gem of.
It's a gem of see-through disguises.
Right.
Beans.
Ah, you're not supposed to use it.
No,
Dang it.
no. If it was like, I like the idea of like slightly cursed items too. So like, it's a gem of seeing, but you like hold it up to your eye and then you click down. And it's got like the black circle around.
Yeah, like old rascals.
Those tricks. You're like, what? Or you use an item that like draws a dick on your forehead or something. Like trolling items.
It's got one of those dickish monsters that they started creating when it was like, I listened at the door. There's a piercer, and it's dead.
Right, exactly. Gary Gygax's
Yeah.
monsters of revenge on players who thwarted his
Yeah.
game.
Oh, no, it's a trap, a 10-foot pole. It's poisonous, actually. You can tell by the
shrinking pole.
Yeah, you can tell by the bright
good.
diamond coloration.
That's your fault.
Yeah,
You're an idiot.
Honestly,
I would never have fallen for that because I'm smart. I'm Gary Gygax.
Yeah. It's a bag of holding your nuts. You take 1 hit point of damage every turn until you let go of your nuts.
It's some sort of mind goblin. You're slightly unsettled, Umi.
I sure am. It's tough because Marty suspects a natural predation that I don't think Umi does. I think she's like, this woman seems fucking like a fucking pumpkin latte. It's the perfect temperature. Got a free sweater out of this. I'm like, this is fucking dope. So I think I just got to lead with like, yeah, I'll do anything for this woman. Though I did succeed on a natural 20 on my Arcana roll. So I know that there's definitely a relationship here that they believe in the Hearthwoman, so she's the Hearthwoman and provides what they need. But that doesn't necessarily have to be an unethical circle. This could be perfectly everyone's getting theirs. So yeah. I think I think that's where Umi's at. I don't think I have much other than my soft golden rocks and a vampire porn that I'm done with. I don't have much else to offer here, so I'm just gonna be polite, and unless given specific instructions, I think we probably, if our stated goal was to introduce ourselves to the lady of the house, I think we did that. So if she doesn't give us a mission directly, I think it's time to introduce ourselves to the Sandwich King, which I think is, I don't know that that's how I expected to tag this episode. But I think your next title should be very easy.
Yep. Episode 20, The Sandwich King.
The Sandwich King, yeah. But yeah, unless otherwise instructed, thankful, exchange gifts, and if she doesn't offer any food or drink, I think we can fuck off to the Sandwich King across the road.
Any tips for the Sandwich King?
Oh yeah,
I would
maybe for the counter workers.
Yeah, and boy, staffing issues. They can't always hear you great. So you sometimes have to shout your order, and that seems mean. But if they can't hear you, how else are you supposed to do it? They refuse to invest in a sort of a
ticket system,
tap screen, touchscreen ordering system.
Yeah, like I'm always telling my wife, I'm not yelling. You didn't hear me the first 2 times.
That's a good one.
It's actually true a lot of the time.
They saw your face,
yeah.
Before you were speaking.
If she's smiling and nodding gently, I'm like, you didn't hear me.
There's a joke Krista's dad always tells, which is a guy goes to this doctor and he says, I don't think my wife can hear. Like, do you have any suggestions for this? And he says, sure. One way to test her hearing is as soon as you come home, ask her a question. And when she doesn't respond, take 5 steps forward, ask the question again until you figure out when she can finally hear you. So he comes home and he says, hi, honey, what's for dinner? No response. 5 steps. Hi, honey, what's for dinner? No response. 5 more steps until he's finally in the kitchen. Hi, honey, what's for dinner? For the last fucking time, it's chicken.
That's good.
It's a good dad joke.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Anyone else? Otherwise, we will start to do outros and plugs.
Yeah, you got me in a box here. This is weird, and
I
want to
doing something
engage.
weird. This is the first I'm hearing about it.
Yeah, no. So yeah, I think once we get to the Sandwich King, the land grab at the center of this storyline is really going to become apparent. If Krista helped,
Krista would like everyone to roll for intensity.
Oh, okay. What do I add to that?
I have no idea.
Charisma.
I was thinking it would be a charisma physical check. Like you would add your charisma plus either your dex or strength.
Oh, okay.
Because it's intensity.
So
like you gotta have
0 charisma.
but also like you gotta be prepared for it.
But I do have dex. So yeah. So I rolled a 19 intensity.
That's a pretty good intensity.
Right.
Or do you want a low intensity? I don't even know.
Right. I don't know.
Is it a D100?
It could be a Call of Cthulhu one. Right. Exactly.
I rolled a 9. I have +4, but then I have a -1 strength, so I think I rolled a 12 intensity. Okay. Which again, good, bad, hard to tell.
Maybe it's not something you beat. Maybe it's something you have to meet or
exceed. Right.
It's about matching the room.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You could be way too intense, and that's not cool. That's not cool.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's not the energy we're bringing to the Sandwich King.
Darmuid's definitely 19.
Hey, is everything okay? You're coming in like really hot. It's just like,
dude.
Like it's not a cocaine party. I don't know who told you that.
Look, I didn't come here to snort spiders.
Snort spiders, mate.
That's the right, because then they'll lay eggs in your brain. Right?
Yeah.
We'll be back next time with episode 20 of The Sandwich King. Timothy, is there anything you'd like to say to end the episode?
I would like to say, hey, kids, take a lesson from this game and never be afraid to be silly in your D&D game. And to import, I'm sure a lot of people do this, but I don't need me to tell them. But, it can really unlock a lot of interesting responses where you take something silly seriously or take something serious sillily, right? Most people in games take something serious sillily, like the quest giver's like, go forth, and the one guy's like, why did you do it? Or whatever, and it's like, oh man, take it the other way. Meet
I
the
steal his wallet.
Honor it. When you meet Egnito, the mutant master of egnetism, afford him the respect. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's what I have to say. And also, be kind. Be kind. See how much difference it made? The bread woman got 1 foot taller because we were kind to her. See? It makes a difference.
What I didn't say is you all got 1 foot shorter. So
don't eat or drink anything.
Like the pumpkin spice latte you already had?
We have stuck here for goddamn life. The real
it's
problem.
It's just until the next storm passes in 2,000
It's just
years.
another 2,000 years. You guys will live that long, right?
Well, now that we've drunk the lattes, yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe. Cece.
Hi, I'm Cece, aka Soup, aka Soupsicon. All the internet's everywhere. And yeah, I want to plug playing some games with your friends and having a great and grand old time. Because I know I did. And also wanted to plug, speaking of dropout.tv/my shirt, they just put out a really good adventuring academy with Reka Shankar that I thoroughly enjoyed. So I want to plug that as well. I think she has some very interesting approaches to character coming from a comedy background as she does. And I thought it was quite a good episode. So just a little plug there.
Very good.
So, and Marty.
I want to plug It's Okay to Find Reasons to Feel Good. Hope feels better than the other thing. It's not wiser to be more cynical, though cynical is wisdom to a certain extent. At a certain point, it's okay to just kind of be like, oh, wow, I feel like I'm in a good mood today. Actually, not that we need to be completely up dropout.tv.myshirt's ass, but there was an interview with Sam Reich that I'm going to slowly lose the accent as I get through this. There was an interview with Sam Reich that I did find very heartwarming to the point where I had to be like, come in here, and I played it again for my wife, where Sam talks about the state of play is optimistic because we have that serves no survival mechanism. It's simply a matter of like being hopeful that like I have time for this. I have time to have fun. I have time to carve out this moment for myself. And I think it has a lot to say about the human condition and is otherwise beautiful. You might not have access to dropout.tv.myshirt, but the sentiment there I want to transfer beyond the paywall. Liz, you got my password. You're good. But if nothing else, watch the first 15 minutes where it's like, why do you like games so much? And because it's optimistic, because it's hopeful to play games, because you're like, I have time for this aside. So embrace optimism in the brief moments when you can, occasionally. And it's felt very dark for a very long time. And whether or not we're all fooling ourselves or not, I am enjoying a brief respite. And don't harsh my vibe, man. Go ahead, Andy.
There's one rule, and it's be cool. Just be cool.
Be cool.
I will echo absolutely what everyone said this week. I think lots of great messaging here. I am a big proponent of taking silly things very seriously. I created Dirk Deathnail.
You created sprites who made a soft drink and called it 7-Up.
They have Dirk Deathnail has an elaborate and very sad backstory.
We may or may not find out.
Yeah. But yes, as someone who has recently gone through a cynical down spiral, it's not fun. And it's more fun to just not do that. And I know it's hard, but to find something to be happy about and to be joyous about. And that's it. Play games with your friends, hang out with your friends, tell somebody you love them. Have a great day. Or night, or whenever you're watching this. Keith and Liz and Patrick.
Hey, Nathan.
And me.
And Cece. And me, when I had to remember what happened this episode. And I had to be like, Sandwich King. Oh, that's right.
Are you telling me that my one note that I wrote, a bunch of old Eladrin isn't enough to cover what happened?
I mean, it's a lot of the episode.